A very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News, coming to you live and direct from the Prime TV studios with me, Abrar Abid. Now, before we go into our stories in detail, let's take a look at our headlines. President launches a new agro-investment project. The Prime Minister says that the economic growth rates should be increased to 7.5%. 2.5 feet long ballot paper at the presidential election. Trump threatens to obliterate Turkish economy. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe says that the country's economic growth rate should be increased to 7.5% in order to modernize the pension scheme. Addressing National Pensioners' Day celebrations, the Prime Minister said that 500 billion rupees will be allocated in the future to strengthen private entrepreneurs. The National Pensioners' Day ceremony was held at the Nellumpokuna Theatre under the patronage of the Prime Minister. Minister Ranjit Madhuma Bandara, Secretary to the President Udaya R. Seniviratna, Director General of the Pensioners Department Jagat P. Dias and several other key officials were present at the occasion. Participating at the ceremony, Minister Ranjit Madhuma Bandara stated that the present government has been able to iron out the pension inequality after 9 years. In more local news, President of the Elections Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, says that the ballot paper of this year's presidential election will be 2 feet long. The President of the Elections Commission added that this is the longest ballot paper in the history of elections in Sri Lanka. The President of the Elections Commission was speaking at a meeting held with heads of media institutions. The nomination papers for the presidential candidates were handed over yesterday, and since then parades and demonstrations have been banned for a week. Mahinda Deshapriya also said that gathering more than 11 persons in such activities is also proscribed. All candidates have been given permission to paste their posters around the country on the inaugural rally. However, posters for later public rallies can only be pasted only in the respective areas where such rallies are to be held. Demonstrations are also banned for a week after the election results are issued. Meanwhile, propaganda regarding the Elpitiya Pradesha Sabha election has been banned from midnight today. The polls of Elpitiya will be held on Friday. Representatives of the Transparency International Sri Lanka, Lakvijay Bandara, says that there is a stipulated method of using state property during election time. Lakvijay Bandara made this statement participating at a media briefing held in Colombo. He added that the Elections Commission has issued extraordinary Gazette notification on how to use the state property during the election season. Lakvijay Bandara said that no state property can be used to promote or demote any presidential candidate under the extraordinary Gazette notification. Government officers and vehicles too should not be used for political purposes. Lakvijay Bandara highlighted that government officers cannot implement campaigns on social media using state property. He added that hotlines 0763 22 3442 and 0763 22 3662 have been introduced to lodge complaints regarding misappropriation of state property. In more local news, UNP MP Tushar Indunil says that the Rajapakshas are once again working towards an election campaign based on communalism. Tushar Indunil made these comments addressing a media briefing held at the election office of presidential candidate Sajid Premadasa. Tushar Indunil further noted that during the last local government election, Rajapakshas promoted corrupt elements countrywide. He noted that at present, during the presidential election campaign, Rajapakshas want to instigate racism in order to bag more votes. Tushar Indunil stressed that neither Mahinda Rajapaksha nor Gotabaya Rajapaksha loved the country. Instead, they misled the people and exploited the wealth of the nation. He urged the general public not to be hoodwinked by the campaign of them. Addressing the press briefing, MP Mano Shananyakara said that irrespective of their backgrounds, people representing different ethnic and religious groups are joining the mega front created around Sajid Premadasa. He noted that most of the political opponents have been shocked on the giant rally to be conducted in support of Sajid Premadasa on the 10th of this month. Manush Nanayakara also noted that 150 regional public rallies will be organized island-wide to ensure the victory of the UNF's presidential candidate. In more local news, Minister Kabir Hashim visited the New Kelani River Bridge being constructed at Paliaguda today. The New Kelani Bridge project is being implemented with the objective of minimizing the heavy traffic congestion in Colombo and suburbs. The cost of the project is 55 billion rupees. The bridge is 380 meters in length and 27.5 meters in width. It will be constructed with 6 lanes. Ministry Secretary Sunil Hettiarachchi and Road Development Authority Chairman Nihal Suryarachchi also accompanied the minister. Minister Akhila Viraj Karyavasam says that there is no other government that has acted like the present government to protect Buddhism. The minister made these comments addressing the media after the United National Party meeting held in Kuliapitiya. Minister Akhila Viraj Karyavasam highlighted that during his tenure, a large number of Buddhist temples countrywide were issued 500,000 rupees each for development purposes. He noted that current government set aside a large sum of money to renovate leading Buddhist sacred places including Mahavihara and Degavapir. Akhila Viraj Karyavasam pointed out that the present government has not breached the norms of Buddhism by kidnapping people by white vans, killing journalists and stealing from public coffers. In more news at home, the first rally of the National People's Force was held in Tambutegama today. The first rally of the National People's Force was preceded by leader of the JVP MP Anura Kumar Dissanayake. The presidential election campaign of the National People's Force commenced today at the Tambutegama bus stand. The event was attended by many JVP leaders. In more local news, the Supreme Court today ordered the closure of the fundamental rights petition filed over the violation of fundamental rights due to the Emergency Regulations Act, which was announced after the Easter Sunday attacks. The petitioner has requested to withdraw his petition. The petition was filed by the Executive Director of the Centre for Policy Alternatives, Dr. Pakisoti Sarvana Muthu. He has requested that the petition has to be withdrawn as the emergency regulations were not in force. Accordingly, the Supreme Court permitted it. In more local news, 15 rehabilitated tanks in the Northern Province were vested with farmer organization by Governor of the Northern Province, Dr. Suren Raghavan. 15 major tanks have been rehabilitated under the program to rebuild tanks in the Northern Province. 58 million rupees was spent for this purpose. The farmer organizations also contributed to the restoration work. Governor of the Northern Province, Suren Raghavan, attended the function of launching newly renovated Alaikalu Jotakulam tank in Omantha. The tenure of the Uva Provincial Council ends at midnight today. Governor Maitri Gunaratne has issued a Gazette notification regarding the dissolution of the Provincial Council. Accordingly, the power of the Provincial Council will be vested with the Governor. With the dissolution of the Uva Provincial Council, the tenure of all provincial councils in the country has ended. In more local news, the Met Department announces that the possibility is still high for evening thunder showers over most parts of the island. Showers or thunder showers will occur over most parts of the island after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy falls, about 75 to 100 millimeters, are likely at some places in central, Sabaragamuwa, southern, western and Uva provinces and in Anuradhapura district. Showers may occur in western and southern provinces and in Puttalam, Ampara and Batticaloa districts in the morning too. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in Sabaragamuwa, central, Uva and north central provinces during the morning. General public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary, localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the sea areas, extending from Mannar to Batticaloa via Colombo, Galle and Hambantota. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the other sea areas during the evening or night. 2.5 kilograms of ice narcotics were taken into custody at the Katunayake airport. Two women, a mother and daughter, who came to the island from Chennai had brought the drug. The 62-year-old mother, a resident of Mattakkolya, and the 35-year-old daughter, a resident of Vattala, were taken into the custody when inspecting their luggage. Acting Customs Media spokesperson Lal Veerakon said that further investigations are being carried out into the incident. In more news at home, one person was killed after being assaulted by a group of people in Katana. The Katana police have arrested 3 suspects in connection with the incident. A man and a woman have been assaulted by 4 persons in front of a house in Disagewatta area in Katana. The man and the woman were admitted to the Negombo hospital with serious injuries as they were brutally beaten with poles. Hospital reports stated that the man died following the admission. The deceased is a 50-year-old resident in the Kalua-Rippua area. The police said that the incident had taken place due to a clash between 2 groups. 3 suspects have been arrested in connection with the incident and investigations are underway to find another suspect. The suspects are to be produced before the Negombo Magistrates Court. An update on the water situation. A 12-hour water cut will be imposed from 8 a.m. tomorrow in several areas including Vaddua. The water cut will be imposed in Vaskadua, Pothupitiya, Kalutara North and South, Katukurunda, Nagoda, Payagala, Pilaminavatta, Bombuwala, Maggona, Beruwala, Kaluamodara, Muragala, Aludgama, Darga Town and Bentota areas. In more news at home, 4 Sri Lankans have been arrested at the London airport for being members of a banned terrorist organisation. They were arrested last Saturday and Sunday. The British police say a 35-year-old woman was also among the suspects. They were arrested under the British Police and Criminal Evidence Act. After interrogations, the 3 men were remanded and the woman released. No such. And that is all the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow for the very latest. For the Prime TV News team, I'm Abrar Abid. A very good evening and take care.